I just want to say one thing really quick. So I didn't know what foreplay meant when I made an account called Sims Foreplay. And I actually never posted. So I really wanted to be a Sims 4 YouTuber, right, for like a really long time. And I never
Stop, you're not
ended up
saving the VOD.
No. Okay, Sassy, this is just for you guys' eyes, okay? Because I want the core community to be aware, okay? The people that, you know, they're gonna watch this in like three weeks time, okay? I still love them, but you know, it's just I need the core community to be aware of the videos that I have put out onto the internet. So if they ever get exposed, it's not so much being cancelled, it's more so just leaving. I just want everyone to leave in mass now, and then the real ones stay, you know, so nothing comes out in the future. So I didn't know what Sims 4 play meant when I made the channel.
What about the video of you rolling around on the ground acting out a death scene?
Don't know what you're talking about, Lucky. Don't know what you're talking about. But okay, I would like to say that these videos actually never got released. I really wanted to be a Sims 4 YouTuber because I accidentally didn't record my mic for any of the hours and hours of gameplay that I recorded. But
lucky for you, Lydia, today is my last day realization.
I did record the outro. If you can get past this 26-second clip, you congratulations. You're one of the few people still here.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I will really appreciate it if you like and subscribe down below to see more of them getting together and starting a family, because I don't know about you, but I find this so exciting. Next week I'm going to heat things up a little bit between the couple, and yeah, if you want to see more, keep on watching the episodes. So I will see you next time on Sims 4 Play.
Please stay, come back, don't click off, don't click, guys, you made it. We made it! Now surely nothing can be exposed to me on the internet. We did it! Exposure therapy!
Oh, the next level irony in that scripting.
I'm fake. I don't act the same as I acted when I was 16 years old. I don't sound the same as I sounded when I was 16 years old. And I'm a grifter. I'm also a horrible person. Please have no expectations of me whatsoever. What does heating up the relationship entail? Let's just say they go to bed and it ain't called the woohoo. Anyways, we made it, and I never actually posted the Sims 4 play video, so guess you'll never know. Chat, would you like to do a more normally segment now? And no more cameras in the showers, you're right. Also,
or I loved it was cute and fun to see. Regardless, those clips don't change my perspective of how I see you. Peepo giggles, you're still my favorite streamer.
Chat, what if you guys, oh my gosh, no, hear me out. What if you guys all
Lydia,
start
I'm still
speaking?
confused. Does
Okay.
foreplay mean playing with 4 people? Peepo blush.
What's the, hold on, what's the, yes. what's the strongest accent that you can have? Hypothetically.
These old videos are great. I have 5 hours of
Great.
flight time ahead for me to get home.
No!
Hope the rest of stream
You're on
goes
a
well
plane,
and
right?
can't
Hold
wait
on,
to
what?
watch the VOD.
Wi-Fi on a plane? No VOD! No VOD! No VOD! Sorry about that, bud. Okay. What's like Welsh? Oh my gosh, hypothetically, imagine everyone started speaking in a Welsh accent every debate stream. Guys, I would start to sound more Welsh. Because that's just the way my brain works, right? It's just, I feel like I sound like the conglomeration of people that I listen to. And I don't know why my brain works like that. It just does. And well,
thank you for showing us your old
50
videos.
months.
You have convinced me to resubscribe.
Thank you. I don't know how, but thank you very much. Thanks. I don't know. Yeah, boy, in the Midwest, our accents kind of all over the place. No, Midwest got a litty accent. I like Midwest. I like the Texan accent, the cowboy accent. I like those accents. Welsh. I should be Welsh. Okay, sorry. Anyways, moving swiftly on. Chad, I appreciate you guys very much.
Also, I got a special project I made out of that Hesmerk. Can't wait to show you in general. Peepo cute.
Scared. Moving on, I would like to go through the cosplay suggestions. Woo! Oh my gosh, Maya responded. Hold on, can I click on what Maya said really quick? Oh my gosh! gosh. Okay, she linked where to go for Alveus. We're actually going. It's actually official. I need to book flights to Texas. What the flipples? I did not know I was ever gonna go to Texas in my life if you had asked me in any of those clips. Okay. So I asked you guys yesterday. I asked you yesterday to link me some cosplay that don't click on Amazon links. I mean, I set my address to Kentucky, so it should be okay. Chat, do you want to risk clicking on Amazon links? I guess we could do it tomorrow just so I can confirm, but yeah. Okay. If you want me to do a cosplay, post some more, and I think we're going to do this segment tomorrow just because I've yapped so much and I really want to do Resident Evil as well as Tekken Talking Time and Lydia Violet clips, and I'll do that tomorrow. And Destiny, thank you for the 28 months. Thank you. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lydia Violet News. How are you doing on this very fine day? Let me try that again. How are you doing on this very fine day? In today's news, we have the light. Oh, whoa, wait, not that one. Okay, we have the lights of Met Gala. Do you guys know what the Met Gala is? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you know what the Met Gala is? Because I said to CX yesterday, I was like, I'm thinking about rating Met Gala fits. And CX goes, what's the Met Gala? What's the Met Gala? To be fair, I actually don't know either, but like, you know, I've heard of it. like I know that people rate the fits of the Met Gala, you know what I mean? I feel like it's like I don't know why people go or what they go for, but like, you know, okay, so sorry, I should reiterate. If you've heard of the Met Gala versus haven't heard of the Met Gala. Anyway, rating Met Gala fits. Sharks. Oh wait, hold on. Let me scroll down a bit because Zuckerberg clones himself. Disney lays off the entire Marvel studio team. Cat has his own library membership. How not to greet a fighter. And an employee sets fire to an entire warehouse out of spite. In today's news. But first, oh guys, have you heard of Omegle? I am 18 plus. Oh shoot. Can I click on I am 18 plus? Can you do a Omegle on stream? I swear I've seen people do a Omegle on stream. But by me saying I'm 18 plus, that means you guys have to be 18 plus, right? Do you think it's okay? Ah! Oh my gosh, it's tracking my face! The blinking phase aware. Guys, am I blinking right? My eyes are hurting from blinking so much. Why can't I get past the blinking phase? At CX Bobby. No spam. Really mad. Peepo cute. What the flipples? I can't do it! Twitch banned it? But guys, I can tell you what. Is it because I'm alive? I'm live. I'm alive. Is it because I'm live right now? Because I'm live, it doesn't process my face? Because Twitch banned it? What the flipples? I can't get past the blinking face. It's because I'm AI. Oh. Guess we can't morgue anyone today. Guys, Omegle, but Discord VC with Cam on edition. What? We set up our own Omegle to... No. Wait, that... Why not? Unbiased judge here. the way. 99% above 6'5" here. Okay. Whoa. Hold on. I accidentally misclicked and now I'm opening 25,000. Okay, hold on. I need to close some tabs before my computer crashes. I accidentally misclicked open all. Okay, Omegle can get naked. Chad, y'all and I ever been on Omegle before? I went on Omegle once and I saw some scary things. I don't know. No, people go on Omegle on Kick, right? They don't go on Omegle on Twitch. I don't think you can. Okay, next up. Okay. Oh my gosh, I swear there's a new JCS video, but it's like really long. Have you guys seen the JCS video? I never watched it, but I feel like it's quite long. Yeah, nah. One for yes, two for no. One for yes, two for no.
You've done that yet?
Oh, one for yes, two. Oh my gosh, wait, there's so many no's. Okay, right, we hate murder documentaries here. We love happy things like, fudge at TwitchCon, am I right? Okay, there's a cause because a video, a new one, let me think. Is it the one that berated me yesterday? Germany is over. Based? Any Germans watching right now? In shambles? Okay.
Germany will soon crash into the consequences of a fertility crisis made much worse by the mismanagement of the boomer generation.
What the flipples? Germans confirm or deny.
The demographic collapse tearing up the generational contract may soon destroy one of Germany's greatest achievements, its welfare state. Millennials, Gen Z and younger
You need more babies? Go make some babies. Germans, people grin.
are left with a huge mess they somehow need to sort while they're outvoted by the grey bloc making the decisions for them. What happened? Population collapse. Germany was among the first countries to industrialize, and so its fertility rates dropped early in the 20th century. But for 55 years, they've been below replacement at 1.4 children per woman in 2025. Compared to South Korea, this sounds almost amazing, but it still means population collapse. If fertility stays at 1.4, then 100 Germans will have 70 kids. When those grow up, they'll have 49 kids, who'll then have 34 kids, who'll have 24. A 76%
1.4?
drop within 4
That kid that's the 0.4. Damn.
generations. Many people think there are too many humans anyway, so what's the big deal? Well, at the same time, people started living much, much longer. So we have a fatal mix of way more grannies and way fewer babies. The real crisis German millennials, Gen Z and younger will have to live through is the massive shift in population composition and the transition period. In 2026,
Isn't that crazy? Hold on. If the population or the average birth rate is 1.4, doesn't that mean that nearly, because there's not that many like only children, right? So it means that nearly the same amount, or like nearly as many people don't have children as have children. Nearly. Well, that's crazy.
Germany is already one of the
Like, it doesn't feel like that, right?
oldest countries in the world, with a median age of over 45. Almost 2 in 5 Germans are over
Like, I feel like it's quite rare to be like, I don't want kids. Like, yeah, some people, like, I know a lot of people, like, but like, I still feel like it's rare.
50. Almost 1 in 4 is older than 65. Only 1 in 8 is a child under 14. Despite its industrial production declining, suffocating bureaucracy, and little economic growth, Germany's system is still chugging along, and it
3.4
remains
kids
one
are
of the
Lil
richest
Wentus
countries.
Lydia run.
The country still has a big population and a big workforce, along with generous
What does
social
he have to
benefits
say about
and
this?
pension payouts. But soon, the reality of demographics and boomer mismanagement will hit Germany like
Okay, I have a question. Chat, 1, if you want children, 2, if you don't, you can't be like, don't mind. Like, even if it's like a atom sway either way, you got to pick one or the other.
freight train.
One if you do, two if
Population
you don't.
crash means that a society and culture
can't say
loses
both.
more than just people. The systems and countries we've built can't just be downscaled. Things stop working. Young Germans
Wow, okay. So see, that looks like vast majority of people want children, right? At least here. Does that mean that people want children but can't, like, but they never end up having them? Damn!
are screwed. Old ones too. By 2036, 13 million German baby boomers will retire. This big bulge here. But because they didn't have nearly enough kids, way fewer younger people will replace them. In 2030 alone, there might be millions of jobs that will be
I need
impossible
someone
to
to
fill.
have kids with.
Fewer people working means fewer taxes and resources for the state. Also, services will decline, waiting times will increase for everything from your bags at the airport to doctor's appointments. But the much more urgent issue is retirees. Germany has a pay-as-you-go pension system, which means that about 20% of today's salaries is directly paid out to pensioners. This sort of worked in the 1960s when there were 5 working Germans for every retiree. But in 2024, this ratio is down to about
1 to 2.5? Wait, that's crazy.
2.5. In the 2030s, it will get closer to 2 workers for 1 pensioner. And about 10 years after retirement, people tend to get really sick and cause the vast majority of healthcare costs. The math ain't mathing, and it actually never really did. Already in the 1970s, governments began to subsidize the pension funds with tax revenue, pushing the problem into the future,
Just put the old heads into the sea.
as has more or less every single government since then. Wow.
Joking.
The future is today. In 2025, the German federal government spent roughly a quarter of its annual tax revenues to fix holes in the pension system, on top of the working population's payments. Let's say that again. 1 in 4 German tax euros is used to pay out pensions.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was more than that. Guys, I thought 80% of tax was for pension. Oh my bad, I think I was kind of misinformed.
Today. More than on education, research, infrastructure, and defense combined. The wealth of the nation is redistributed from the young and the working to the old and retired. And as the boomers retire, this will only get worse. It's money that could be spent on things that help the young and the working part of the population, like incentives to start a family, lower taxes, free childcare, cheap loans to buy homes, investments in education, infrastructure, or
So what's Germany supposed to do? Inspire people to have more babies?
clean energy. There are so many things that would help
Fund dating? Oh my god.
young Germans. But will millennials and Gen Z get to enjoy similar pensions at least? Well, it's not very likely. The current system
Set up dates in the park. Oh my gosh, imagine government funded park speed dating.
only works for boomers because
Would
their
you
parents
go?
had more children and died younger, and because Germany was booming and the problem escalated slowly. Young people today don't have all of that. Okay, that's depressing, but at least the young can take care of their own retirement and save money, right? Well, many sure would like to, but taxes and contributions are about 40%
The
of salaries
Netherlands
for the
gives
average
new
worker,
parents a free supplies kit.
What does a free supplies get?
and almost 50% in the highest tax brackets, one of the highest in
that
the world.
involve?
Together with the rising cost of living and sluggish wage growth, this makes it especially hard for young and middle-aged Germans to generate savings for their own retirements. One of the best investments, wealth generators and places of comfort and security, is owning your own place. But due to a mix of NIMBYs preventing new development, increasing mountains of new regulations making building more expensive, and millions of people
Ban birth control based. Joking!
immigrating to Germany in the last few decades, the housing supply is deeply behind demand. Renting and buying real estate in metropolitan areas where young people actually want to live is so expensive today that even couples with a dual income and good jobs have a
Bro, back in the peasant days, people didn't have enough money to have children.
really hard time affording
But everyone had like 10.
Hi Lydia.
Back when we were cavemen, we didn't have enough money to have children.
it. The generational
Hello.
contract in Germany is broken. And yet, some media voices continue to frame all this as a failure of young people's financial habits. The reality is complicated, and misleading narratives permeate the media landscape. Thankfully, there is a solution. Our partner Ground News is leaving out. Thinking critically about the news is no longer optional. Off an
Guys, they
unlimited
removed-
access subscription.
They
and
removed the
directly supports our
skippable
channel.
thing in a nut.
And now,
I got
back to the
portfolio! Oh, okay. I thought I got hacked. Oh, it's fine.
video. Young Germans are condemned to pay off a huge loan on the future that the older generations have generously granted themselves. And they don't have the power to change this by voting because German parties just have no incentive to help young people. Demographic decline in a democracy is a feedback loop. When seniors are the largest group of voters, politicians make politics for them. This leaves young Germans facing a hard time
I feel like this is such a depressing video.
building
What the flipples in a nutshell?
wealth or getting their own homes, which makes them even less willing to start families and have children, even if they want to. Or
We just need to spawn some baddies through all the German... No, I mean, sorry, that sounds... Okay, no,
Which is
sorry,
make-
that sounds really bad. Please don't clip me out of context.
making the demographic crash worse. Germany has become a society
mean
that
it.
works for the old and relies on the young, making it really
I am not an incel.
hard to create new young people.
Just to confirm.
Baby boomers' lives are affected too. With unsustainable pension funds, inevitably millions of older Germans will have to work much longer than they thought. A retirement age of 70 or higher is already being discussed. Today, about 20% of German pensioners live in poverty, and that rate is all but guaranteed to increase significantly in the 2030s. Still, seniors and boomers in total
We should go back to farms. Everyone lives on a farm.
own
Like, you know what I don't understand? You know what I wish I did? Okay. Like, all that time studying, like, meningitis, like, like, obviously it's important, but, like, in my life, it didn't really help, right? Because I feel like I can't now go and cure meningitis. You know what I wish I studied? Economics. I don't understand. Like, I wish I could just sit there and talk to someone about economics, because I don't understand. Like, I know the world's in a bad place right now. Okay. Was the world in a bad place in our grandparents' generation? Because, like, okay, when my grandparents, and I'm not saying anything. I don't understand anything. Okay. So when my grandparents were kids, right, they would never like buy new clothes. Like, they would never, right? They would never like eat 99% of the foods we eat today, right? Like, they would eat like the cheapest food. Like, if your clothes got ripped and broken, then you would sew them up, right? You know what I mean? But everyone still had like 10 children.
the
you know what
vast
I mean?
majority of Germany's wealth. Germans are even
Is it just birth control? Is it just because they had to?
arguing about to what extent the costs of social systems have
Like,
gotten
my
out of
granddad
hand.
was like one of 9,
Even in a
and so was my
high-tax country
grandma.
like Germany, there's plenty of wealth disparity and opportunity
And all the children were malnourished. No, because they both lived like hella old. Like they were right.
to tax the rich and take pressure off workers. Although, of course, the details are fiercely debated, so we'll not get into this right now. But the scale of the gap between what workers pay and what's needed to cover boomers' pensions is so enormous that even raising taxes would only
Oh, the issue is all the old people are sitting on money. I'm not going to say my base take. I'm not a communist.
buy a bit of time. And beyond pensions, the welfare and healthcare systems Germans rely upon
No, you
may become
started.
unaffordable in the 2030s. The vast majority of healthcare costs occur during the last quarter of your life. So just as the healthcare workforce is shrinking due to demographics, the numbers of
I want
patients
my
will
social
explode.
credit to go up.
The waiting time for a specialist doctor is already months in the state healthcare system.
I'm here, okay?
Okay, but what about immigration? Whatever your opinion on immigration is, pro or against, please put it in a box and ignore it for a moment. We only want to look at it from one perspective. Can it solve the population crash? Let's look at the population again. If a country's pyramid looks like this and you want to stabilize it at the bottom, immigration won't do that. For one, it doesn't actually make your country that much younger. In Germany, the birth rate of most of its immigrants isn't higher than the locals. And if new immigrants have more children, they tend to adjust to the rest of the population within 2 generations. Sure, immigration over the last few decades has delayed the coming crash, and in the transition period, we'll run into serious worker shortfalls.
Okay, I have a question. Is that ethical to have a lot of children or not? Because I want like 3 to 5 kids, right? Okay, and then I'm like, oh, like I'm like literally helping the economy. Copium. I am not doing it for the economy, but like I'm like, oh no, but like I would be helping this problem, right? But then I feel like a lot of people are like, no, that's really bad, Lydia, because of like global warming.
Especially in health.
If someone had more children on average, is that good or is that bad? Not that I'm doing it for the greater good. I just want to have kids, but
And
no.
nursing. So zero immigration doesn't seem wise or feasible.
Because they're like, no, global warming, like they're like wasting more resources.
But there's a problem.
Overpopulation.
If birth rates stay as low as they are, or go down even more, then the German population will continue to shrink. And to keep it stable, it would constantly need to be replenished by new immigrants, until they age and themselves need new immigrants
Sorry, can I eat
to
this
pay for
whole
their
bag in
retirement.
one day?
No matter if you think this is a good idea or not, it's not actually possible. Birth rates are crashing everywhere. Eventually, immigration around the world will slow down massively. The world is running out of young people. So, immigration can delay the issue a bit and ease the consequences, but that's it. Germany either has to solve its demographic crash or its welfare state and pension systems will break. Conclusion and opinion part. So, how over is Germany? The demographic crisis is the greatest danger to German living standards and social cohesion. And the same crisis is unfolding in all Western countries. Things are about to escalate in Germany, Italy, France, and Poland, but the same issues are also on the horizon in the US, Argentina.
Wait, this is crazy.
Learning W Lydia. W.
Oh my gosh. 1.3, 1. I thought that the birth rate was like 2.5.
Or Canada. The reality nobody wants to
Whoa.
talk about is that solving the demographic crisis will be very painful.
Because the birth rate has to be more than 2 for the population to stay the same, right?
Will require sacrifices from everyone, and politicians seem incapable of addressing it honestly. But to solve the demographic crisis for real, something no nation has done successfully so far might mean doing things that are intensely unpopular with older voters. Instead of spending 25% of Germany's entire budget on the elderly, especially the wealthiest among them, we could invest more of it in families, paying for housing and childcare, and making it an amazing deal to have a big family. More than anything, our attitude to kids and families needs to change.
The global birth rate is below 2.
Demographics move slowly, but then unstoppably. The next few decades will be rough, but our societies can decide just how rough, and what kind of societies will emerge on the other side.
Chat, what would you do if you were Germany? What would you do? I would, okay. I'm Prime Minister. Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much for voting me in. What the flipples? This is a crazy honor for being the Prime Minister of Germany, even though I've never been to Germany. Sell all and put it all in red. I could gamble. I could gamble on Germany, you're right. Tempting. Okay, how about, hear me out. Everyone goes to compulsory how to riz a baddie. No, okay, but like actually how to riz a baddie class. Okay, so it's like school. Oh my gosh, no, I have it. Okay. So you know school is like compulsory, right? So when you get to the age of, what's a good age to have kids? Like, okay, when you get to the age of 28, if you are not married, okay, you go to compulsory. No, because what about like, I forgot, there's like, yeah. Okay, if you're like proven that you like don't like the opposite gender or whatever, and you like really don't want to, okay, that's like forcing people. No, it's not forcing people to have children. Okay, no, hear me out. Okay, I feel like this could be very controversial. Okay, if you are a dude that doesn't like girls or a girl that doesn't like dudes, okay, then somehow you get an exception to this. Okay, please don't cancel me. Okay, but if not, then you have to go to a compulsory classes, okay? That's like school. But instead of school, you just like sit there and socialize. Okay, so it's like school socializing, but you don't actually have to do work, okay? And you like learn stuff. I mean, no, you don't need to learn stuff. Okay, it's like you go to like a sunny park and there's like lots of boys and girls and you're like forced to like interact. And then you can only leave when you find Guys, is this a dictatorship? Okay, I'm just thinking on my toes there, okay? It is not a nudist park, okay? But like, no, it's like, okay, you go to a park and you have to go and you're only allowed to engage with the opposite gender, okay? Assuming that you like the opposite gender, okay? You only can communicate with the opposite gender, okay? And you're only allowed to stop going to these weekly classes if you get married. I'm just thinking on the toes, please don't cancel me. Like forced Love Island. Kind of, but like with like nothing else to do with Love Island. I think you are misunderstanding the root of the issue. No. Okay, I feel like I'm not. I feel like there is a loneliness epidemic. Damn. But like I feel like it is very hard to find someone in
You
2026.
could just formalise breeding
Like, I
in the
feel like-
gov set human breeding pairs with the government acting as babysitter and teacher.
Yeah, but like why force people to be with someone that they don't necessarily want to be with? Like, I feel like a lot of people do struggle to find someone because it's hard to find someone in 2026, right? And I feel like there would be more babies. You know, obviously there'd be more babies if the economy was better off and people were better off. But I also feel like there would be more babies, okay, if more people could find someone that they wanted to have babies with. So I feel like the first right step in the direction would be finding people to have children with. Yeah. Yeah. When I have 6 or 7 children, I can't afford to feed them Weetabix. Ooh, Have you tried oat milk? It's actually cheaper than normal milk. You should try Weetabix with oat milk instead. Make school free. Well, school is free in most places, right? But yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, don't get me started on inheritance. Okay, sorry, joking. But if you don't want me to talk about the money side of things, then I also have a solution for the Riz side of things.
The problem is Gen Z is the generation that is not having as many kids compared to other generations, and also this generation is staying at home and internet oriented.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So by having weekly classes where you're forced to go
80
out...
to 100 hours of work school a week. Put a baby in me, I riot.
I put a baby in you. Okay. Don't worry, Lil. I wasn't gonna do that.
One of the problems modern society has is that the people want to have babies with those they love, rather than having the best genetics from partner.
Well, I feel like if you love someone, you probably do like their genetics, right? I'm not going to go too deeply into that, but I feel like, yeah, love is overrated, guys. You need to go for optimal gene pool, okay? Anyway, what do you mean might be good that you're not Prime Minister? Guys, weekly classes, okay? Everyone is forced to interact with the opposite gender until marriage. And also... It will make more people want to get married because they're like, I don't want my baddie going and talking to other men once a week, forced by the government. As a result, I will put a ring on it. Literally tell me how this isn't a good idea right now. Oh, if you liked it, you should have put a ring on it. But they like have to. Okay, yes, I did take biology. What if I'm happy in my room watching Twitch alone? Well, ma'am, it's not up to you, bro. Okay, it's not up to you. The world is in a dire state and you shall be forced. Okay, sorry. Anyways, was that the end of the video?
Making this video was hell.
This is a
We wrote the
dictatorship,
first
bro.
draft in
Okay.
the winter of 2023. We killed this script again
Anyways,
and again.
sorry, I'm still
Why
really
not have a
hung.
marriage lottery?
A marriage? Because why, lad? I feel like lots of people would like to choose. You know, this is a dictatorship, but then, like, I'm forcing people to be together, but at least I'm allowing them to choose who they are together with. Guys, what if you're in the lottery and you submit your ticket, but no one buys your lottery ticket? You do a lottery for who gets to date you, but no tickets were submitted. Damn! Anyways, other stuff.
Can you see me? Can you see her?
Peter.
Hi.
Peter, I'm cold
Why are you cold?
because I'm wearing
Not
nothing.
By the way, if you wanted to show cosplay's suggestion, remember you have all the pictures in one place.
much. Of this past
Thanks for the-
week.
Ooh,
Remind us,
definitely
CX.
Anthony Rubio. I love Anthony Rubio with the dogs.
Oh, yes,
Tips
of
on
course.
how to
You're
get a
right.
baddie?
It's my favorite. It's my
Yeah.
favorite. So,
Oh.
So, do you
Tips on how to get a baddie. Okay, well, you know, in my dictatorship scenario, it would be easier to get a baddie, just saying, because I would force you to talk to them.
I bet you would
but-
totally buy a Sydney Sweeney lottery ticket though.
Bro, I'm not doing a lottery. I'm also the prime minister of the world. Okay, so I could back Sydney Sweeney if I wanted. Wouldn't need a lottery ticket for it. Let's just say. Okay, sorry. Anyways, get her drunk. What the flipples did? Okay, that is just rolled up in chat. Right. Okay. Tips to raise a baddie. keep doing that. Hold on, I'm just thinking for a sec. Okay, well, it depends on the situation and the scenario, right? Like, have you got a baddie in mind? What are that interests? Give me something to go off here, and I will help you with the tips, because you know not all baddies are built the same. Do you ask the fish how to catch a fish, or the fisherman where the fisherman at? Ask the fisherman.
Lydia,
I dare
did you
bro.
really think we
I
could be
dare
helped?
you. And yes, bro, you do ask the fish. If the fish could talk, okay, you absolutely ask the fish how to fish, bro, okay? If the fish is like, I'm really feeling like some, like, I don't know, worms today, then then how does the fisherman know if the fish wants worms today, okay? Yes, you absolutely ask the talking, walking fish how to fish. Okay, did you know, oh, okay, bro, what? What is this?
If you're the
I'm
Prime
never
Minister of the
asking for video
world, can you put
suggestions.
in a good word for me for Lana Rhodes?
Have her picture on your wall, smiley face. Guys, you're probably, okay, legit, you're more likely to get the baddie if you have a picture of her on your wall than if you don't have a picture of her on your wall, okay? Because if you wake up every single day and you're like, this is what I'm manifesting, okay, and you're about it, it makes you more about it, okay? And it's your reminder for every day to make steps moving towards that outcome. You're literally more likely if you do versus doing. Anyways, I can't ask for video suggestions. I'm gonna find one, okay? 8 luckiest people that survived the impossible. Okay,
I'll tell you about
hold on, one
8
more.
accidents where the victims managed to trip.
Guys, what's going on with my YouTube?
Will the Prime Minister practice what she preaches and get married also? Asking for a friend.
Hell yeah, I'm getting married.
Death itself. As
The-
always,
Ah!
viewer discretion
Wait,
is advised.
This doesn't sound like how
By
to...
the way,
whoa,
if Earth spun just a tad
This-
faster, air disasters would skyrocket.
that isn't... Okay, submitted by one of us. How to subtly attract your crush. Okay,
The Art of Seduction, Robert Greene wrote.
hold on. Is this boys to girls or girls to boys though? Or girls to girls or boys to boys?
Your greatest power in seduction is your ability to turn away, to make others come after you, delaying their satisfaction. Do you think playing hard to get word
Delay my satisfaction.
is best, or do you prefer to be direct? It can be difficult to figure out the best way to attract your crush. By the end of this video, you'll learn tips backed by scientific research that will teach you how to step up your game and keep them interested. Here's how to attract your
What are
crush
those
and make them
subtitles,
want
bro?
you more.
Hold on.
To smile or not to smile. When you're flirting with your crush, you should smile to
Filipino.
come across as approachable and show them that you're interested. Or should you? Research shows that it might not be that simple. Smiling
What?
can be perceived as either attractive or unattractive, and this depends on your gender.
Oh my gosh. Imagine you smile at someone and they get the ick because you have an unattractive smile.
But there's one expression that seems to be universally attractive, regardless of gender, and it's probably not what you think. In a 2011 study published in the journal Emotion, women were perceived as most attractive when they
Teeth
were
too
smiling
yellow.
and looked happy. For men, the results were the complete opposite. Smiling was their least attractive facial expression. So if you're a man, the cool and mysterious persona may be more seductive to your crush.
What?
But there was one facial expression that was
So what are you supposed to do? Frown at her? Be POV. POV, the girly pop comes over to talk to you.
Hey Lydia, I'm about to hit 30,000 bits sent. What's your thoughts?
Gary! You know what my thoughts are? My thoughts are that you should instead come to TwitchCon and try my fudge.
perceived as relatively
You should try some
attractive
fudge, okay? You should guzzle. No. Okay, fine.
regardless of gender.
Bruce straight up said no. Okay, damn.
When someone had their head
Oh,
and eyes tilted downward and narrowed their posture, expressing shame,
That's cool.
they were rated as attractive whether they were male or female. When you're with your crush, see how they react when you innocently look down or avert your gaze every once in a while. It just might help attract them to you. The right approach. Imagine your crush is sitting at an empty table at school. Now is your chance to make a move.
That's not gonna happen though. Oh, my crush is just sat alone, ready for me to approach as my next victim. It's just...
When you go up to your crush,
Never that simple.
love them. Should you approach them from the front and sit across from them, or sit beside them? Turns out, like a lot of other attraction strategies, the answer depends on your crush's gender. In a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, participants were approached by a researcher who sat either beside them or directly in front of them. Results showed that male participants had a more negative reaction when a female researcher approached them from the front. On the other hand, females didn't like being approached from the side by a male researcher.
I knew this. I learned this. You want to get a man to open up to you? You sit side by side and don't make eye contact. Don't ask me how I know that. I watched a lot of How to Make a Boy Like You videos as a kid.
According to these findings, if
Like you like look forward.
Sorry,
the-
I
like,
missed
not
a
at them.
zero. I meant to say
you're
300,000.
trying to attract a man, the best way to approach them is to sit beside them rather than across from them. But if your crush is a woman, go with the head-on strategy and sit in front of them. It's such a subtle move, they won't even know you're doing it. Got jokes? Does your crush have a good sense of humor? More
When you're someone's crush, but you're just a participant in an experiment.
importantly, do you? Philosopher William James once said,
Guys, imagine being part of an experiment, okay, where they're trying, like, you don't know that it's happening, but they're trying to make you have a crush on, like, someone else, but the other person's just there to, like, experiment on you. They don't actually like you.
common sense and a
Human
sense of
testing
humor
is
aren't
crazy.
the same thing, moving at different speeds. A sense of humor is just common sense.
Think about how many
kids.
people would have got messed up by that.
However, researcher Eric Bressler at McMaster University found that men and women define humor differently. Knowing this can help you step up your seduction game. Bressler found that women defined someone with a good sense of humor as someone who could make them laugh, and they preferred men
Full head.
who have a good sense of humor 62% of the time. Conversely, men thought someone had a good sense of humor when they appreciated their own humor.
Also, I was saying no for missing a zero. My bad.
What? Women think someone has a good sense of humor when they find them funny. And Raz, thank you for the 8 hands. Men think someone has a good sense of humor when they laugh at their joke. Wait, that's actually the craziest thing ever.
AKA laughed at their jokes.
That's
They preferred
crazy.
women who laughed at their jokes 65% of the time. The takeaway? If your crush is a man, you can pique their interest by laughing at their jokes just a little more. And if your crush is a
Men.
woman, you can attract
That's crazy. That's crazy.
them by making them laugh rather than laughing at their jokes. The magic touch. Combining physical touch with the other tips we've mentioned will make you even more attractive to your crush. The key is to keep it subtle. A 2007 study
What if she never laughs?
published in the journal Social Influence
Damn.
had male researchers either ask women for their numbers or ask them to dance. In both cases, they found that if they touched a woman's forearm for just 1 or 2 seconds before asking her, she was more likely to say yes.
2 seconds? I feel like that's like too long. That's like 1 hippopotamus, 2 hippopotamus. Do not go up to a woman and go 1 hippopotamus, 2 hippopotamus. It's too long, bruh.
Light touches on the arm are an innocent and simple way to attract your crush. Of course,
What if she says don't touch me?
this technique depends on your relationship with them, their boundaries, and your cultural norms. But if you and your crush are
Wait.
comfortable with it, giving them a soft touch on the arm every once in a while might be the perfect way to arouse their interest. Thanks for watching, Psych2Goers.
When it's an IRL and I stand there staring at her thinking of a joke like it's in Twitch chat, wait tonight. Well, shadowy any why is that? No, to be fair. Okay, no, that actually had a really good point in that. Women like face to face and dudes like not no eye contact on average. And also men think that you're funny if you laugh at their jokes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, well, chat, would you like to do Liddy News today? Oh, I want to do a Mogul. I actually can't believe it's banned. Would you like to do Liddy News today, or would you like to do Resident Evil? I really want to get through another chapter. Let me think. I don't think I learned a thing except don't touch strangers. Well, actually, she said 2 touch strangers. Resident Evil? Okay. Guys, I actually bought like a load of like scary decorations I'm gonna put the scary decorations up. Oh my gosh! No, hold on. I was gonna say for tomorrow, we are not playing Resident Evil tomorrow. Tomorrow we are playing CS. I'm trying to get a team together. Full community versus community CS. I will be practicing CS all night tonight. If anyone has any tips, we will be winning. We're also going to play on the European servers, so I mean, not that it's really, I was going to say, so I'm cooked, it's not going to make any difference to me whatsoever, let's be honest, but yes, we are playing on the European server. No tips can save you. Okay, guys, what's better?
Headsets work well.
What's better? Hit me up. One? I swear I brought my headset to America, and I can't find it anywhere. So... yeah, you know what? I don't understand why headsets work well. I have IEM headphones. As you can see, it fell off.